Hello friends, good evening. Welcome to our Patreon live sharing class. It's my great honor to be able to share with everyone here again. I hope everyone are able to understand and pick up the knowledge I share and also put them into practice and help everyone to make a fruitful profit. Today, there is an announcement that I wanted to share with everyone. As everyone knows that I have attend an important meeting on Friday with the headquarters. I will share more information with everyone in my class. So friends, please stay with me throughout the class for more details. Besides that, I will continue to share more profitable, high quality stocks, market analysis, trading tactics, and lead everyone to a better future. Thank you once again for your support. Okay, friends, let's take a look at the overall market. Today, we will have 6 topics. Okay, we start off with Nifty Index. Okay, this is the daily chart. In regards to the daily chart of the index, I share some insights with everyone on Friday. Today, we will provide a more detailed explanation. First, let's take a look at the daily chart of the Nifty Index. From the perspective of the Nifty Index, it has already accelerated for the second time since the end of October. I have marked it on the chart. At the same time, we should also note that the current accelerated upwards trend has only lasted for 2 trading days. Normally, an accelerated upward movement cannot end in just 2 trading days. From various indications, this strength is expected to continue in the first half of the next week. Okay, which is over here. You can see, okay, second acceleration. Okay. In terms of indicators, there are signs of a renewed use of the fast and slow lines of the MACD index. Okay, which is here. Furthermore, during these 2 days of the upward movement, the trading volume has further increased, indicating a very strong market. This strength also supports the judgment we have made above. As for many friends who may be worried about a market correction, some friends often ask me such questions. I can share some personal insights with everyone. Although we all know that there is no market that only rises and does not fall, before the market makes any changes, we do not need to make premature judgments in the direction. Just follow the trend is sufficient. Okay, let's move on to the next one, will be the weekly chart of Nifty. Okay, let's take a look at the weekly chart. This weekly candlestick is also a large one with a significant increase. In fact, when analyzing the weekly K line last week, I told everyone that this week would definitely see an increase. The main reason is that there was a gap between last week's candlestick and it broke through the previous high point. Additionally, we can see that the fast and slow lines of the MACD index, okay, which is here, have crossed above the zero axis, which is a strong bullish signal. Therefore, the upward movement this week was also expected. So, how will the market trend in the next week? The significant increase this week was due to the intrinsic strength of the stock market on the one hand, and on the other hand, the stable interest rate maintained by the Federal Reserve also had a significant impact on the market, if you guys remember. Okay? From a technical perspective, as we have seen continuous increase for 7 weeks, next week being the 8th week is very critical time window. We expect that overall the price will continue to move upwards, but there may be some volatility or intraday adjustments, and is unlikely to see a further significant increase. However, there is no need to worry about corrections in the index, as any of such corrections would present a good buy opportunities. Okay, let's move on to macro analysis. Okay. Many investors may be eager to know if the market can continue its strong upward trend, and they may pay more attention to a significant factor that could boost assets nearly 6 trillion of cash in held of the exchange. 6 trillion. Okay? Sorry. I have previously shared a viewpoint that funds are direct driving force behind the stock market rise. Without incremental of exchange funds, the stock market will not generate a significant trend. The unexpected dovish turn by the Federal Reserve on Wednesday may prompt some investors to allocate cash to stocks and other risky investments. Over the year following the last Fed rate hike, the average cash return was 4.5%, while the US stock market rose by 24.3%, and investment grade debt rose by 13.6%. You can see that stocks have the highest return. Okay? According to the data, there is currently 6 trillion of cash reserve off the exchange. And once these funds, even portion of them, are unleashed, is enough to drive further gains in the US stock market. So, why are we talking about the US stock market and off-exchange US dollars funds? Well, it's well known that the global economy is increasingly integrated, and the economic ties between countries are being closer. Any economic or financial fluctuations in a major country are enough to impact markets in other regions, with only differences in the extent of the impact. In India, development is accelerating, and economy ties with various countries are becoming increasingly close, especially with developed countries in Europe and America. Therefore, as long as the US stock market shows a trend of upward movement, it is beneficial for the global stock markets. Moreover, this 6 trillion of exchange funds is not only invested in the US stock market, but also in other countries and regions outside the US. And India is one of the primary destinations for global investment funds. We have the reason to believe that India's stock market will continue to rise. Okay, let's take a look at the next topic, classical tactics. Okay. Everyone knows that some stocks that hit limit up are very strong, and some even continue to hit more limit ups, which indicates a larger profit potential. However, not all stocks that hit the limit up are like this. Okay, so for novice investors, it may be difficult to determine the trend after the first limit up based solely on the candlestick chart. It is impossible to judge whether it will continue to rise or even hit the limit again. As shown in the chart, can friends judge whether it will continue to remain strong in the next trading day or subsequent trading days? I believe most friends are able to judge or predict. Or when they do, they may feel not confident about how accurate they are. At this time, we need to rely on more tools to make the judgment. If your ability is identifying patterns is accurate, then you may not need to use other tools. Next, I will continue to explain to everyone about same topic on limit up. About how to identify more aggressive limit up stocks. So it's very interesting. So a lot of people also like to ask, how do we identify, right? So now I'm going to talk share in a more brief explanation with everyone. But there are still many friends actually do not really fully understand or do not understand enough. Okay, so today I provide a more detailed explanation for everyone. So please listen carefully. Okay, for most people, just by observing the candlestick chart is not enough to make further judgments. At this point, we can use various indicators and technical formations for discrimination. Taking this chart as an example, okay, take a look at this chart. Okay, I am only choosing a segment to explain to you guys. As long as everyone understands the principle, that will be good enough. Okay, this is called a N shape. Okay, this is what I call N shape, because like a capital N. Okay, N shape limit up, which means that the stock price has gone up for a period of time, followed by an adjustment, and it rises again. Okay, so it went up for a period of time, then make adjustment, the price adjustment over here, and it will rise again. Okay. Okay, you can see the three segments of the market that was marked yellow, which is here. Okay, as I say, it's an N. Okay, that's it. You guys can see it's like an N. Okay, I would say that the stronger the uptrend occurs in the last segment, which is over here, the last segment. Okay, which is a circle. There are a total of 4 limit ups. If you realize, okay, 4 limit ups. And the process of this uptrend is also broke through the previous high point. Buying at any limit up, even at the 4th one, which is the last one. As long as we are not greedy, it still can be profitable. However, as for beginners, I really don't recommend doing this. Okay, in fact, what we are talking about, this N-shaped pattern, even if there are no limit up stocks, right? It is a very classic trading technique that can be used in practical trading process. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, let's take a look at this chart. In this chart, there are 3 points that can help increase our judgment success rate. Okay, now here you have to listen carefully. How are we going to use it? Point number 1. Okay, you can see I have marked the location indicated with the arrow 1. This is an upward breakout trend. Okay, breakout trend. Generally, we consider an upward breakout to be a relatively strong market trend. Moreover, the appearance of a trading limit when the breakout occurs makes it even stronger. Therefore, there is a high probability that the next trading day will continue to rise. Okay, take a look at the point number 2. We can notice that in the initial appearance of several trading limits processes, the trading volume is generally increasing. Okay, which is it, the block here, the candle. And as we all remember, I told everyone before that in a stock market, funds are the most direct force driving stock prices to increase. So, isn't more and more money flowing into the stocks? Increasing funds inflow may indicate a continued rise in the stock price later on. Okay, let's take a look at number 3. This point, MACD. Another classical buy signal is the golden cross, where the fast line and the slow line of the MACD indicators cross above the zero axis. Okay. Typically, we can also judge that a golden cross above the zero axis often indicates that the stock price will continue to rise. Okay, so friends, I used to gradually explain some technical skills to everyone. Remember to use them comprehensively, taking this chart as an example. With situational of a trading limit already present, based on the above 3 points, can't we judge that there will continue to be trading limits in the future? If there will continue to be a limit up in the future, isn't this an opportunity for us to make profits? It can even be say a certain profit, okay, because of 3 indicators are supporting. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at another case. As shown in the figure, this case is relatively special. It's a bit different. Why is it special? Because in this chart, many of the prices of the limit up stocks are the same. There is the opening price, closing price, the highest price and the lowest price are actually all the same. The entire day trading price is also only at 1 price. Such limit up stocks are the most powerful. This is the most powerful type among all other limit up. Okay? You can see here. Okay, of course, this case itself is representative to a certain extent, including technical patterns and technical indicators. Let's look at the chart. We start off with point 1, okay, which is here, the MACD. At point 1, Okay. It represents other classic MACD buy signal. We can see that here that the fast line and the slow line of the MACD did not cross downwards, followed by a buy signal. Do you all remember? Okay. And point number 2, we find that at the initial appearance of the limit up, the trading volume also significantly increased, representing the entry of funds. As for point 3, there is also an upward breakout pattern. In this chart, regardless of funds or breakout patterns, or the MACD indicator generating a buy signal, any of these signals can represent a strong signal. Especially now that there's 3 bullish signals are combined. The bullish force is greater and the trend is even stronger. Due to the 3 reasons mentioned earlier, eventually the continuous limit up at Mark 4 is undoubtedly tells everybody one factor. A more powerful limit up has appeared. There is the 4 price in 1 situation. Okay, if you can see here, it's over here. Okay, let's move on. As I mentioned, I have a meeting on Friday, so I will share an announcement with you guys, okay, regarding Asia Pacific headquarters. Okay, first of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to all the members of Petron Ventures India for your strong support. Thanks to everyone's backing that Petron Ventures India has the privilege of being one of the competitors for the company's Asia Pacific regional headquarter location. Yes, India. Okay. At the same time, the senior management has collectively decided to officially launch a large-scale event called Contest of the Asia Pacific Headquarters. I know friends are also very concerned. So today I will share with you in detail about our participation in the event, which is Contest of the Asia Pacific Headquarters. First of all, I would like to say thank you, okay, for all members for their strong support. It's because of your strong support, okay, we then can compete with other regions for this Asia Pacific headquarters. Okay. The contest of the Asia Pacific headquarters. Okay, this event has been approved by the company's headquarters senior management through unfield decision. Petron Ventures, a global top 100 asset management company, is expanding its influence and market shares worldwide. After a year of strategic layout in the Asia Pacific region, significant progress has been made. Since entering the India market this year, our group members have continued to increase, with the numbers still expanding. Since the launch of our live class on December the 10th, 2023, the daily online audience has exceeded 60,000. Okay, 60,000, and has received consistent praises. In order to celebrate the smooth progress in the India market and other regions of Asia Pacific, and to quickly increase Patron Ventures' market shares and reputation in the India market, to expand our asset management skill in the India market, as well as to smoothly determine the location of the Asia Pacific headquarters by next year, 23rd February 2024. The contest of the Asia Pacific headquarters event has been officially launched. Okay, so you guys might ask, what is the rules of the events? Okay, let me share with you some of the detailed rules of the event. Okay, beside India, we have Hong Kong and Japan. So total of India, Hong Kong and Japan will evaluate their market share through the total number of participants from 20 December 2023 to 27 December 2023. Okay, and the total asset management skill by 23rd February 2024. Okay, this is in order to decide on the location of the Asia Pacific headquarters. Okay, so we have 3 regions are competing. Okay, number 2, the comparison of the numbers of participants in each regions will be ranked based on the number of supports in the Patron Ventures asset management account for each region. Organization with an account can click the support button. Okay, in our account, there's a support button. With each account only able to successfully support once. Okay, for point number 3, opening an institutional Patron Ventures asset management account for the first time will grant random interest-free, okay, trading funds ranging from 10,000 to 50,000 rupees. The interest-free trading funds can be used from 20 December 2023 to 27 December 2023 until 2359. Okay, we go by 24 hours clock, 23:59 hours, and will be fully retrieved on the 28th December 2023. The interest-free trading funds, okay, cannot be withdrawn, but any profits obtained from the trading will be owned by the supported investors and can be withdrawn after 27 December 2023. Okay, so there will be interest-free trading funds, okay, for you to use to trade. Any profits that you all gain, you can withdraw after 27 December, okay, but not the interest-free trading funds. Okay, to ensure, okay, for point number 4, to ensure profitability, all trades during this event will be uniformly guided by Patron Ventures traders to ensure accuracy and to experience the higher quality investment services offered by Petron Ventures. Okay, for point number 5, as long as trades are conducted according to the trader's guidance from 20 December 2023 to 27 December 2023, any resulting losses will be borne by Petron Ventures. Okay, to ensure that all investors from India region continuously achieve stable profit during the support period, okay, meaning that you all support us during this period, and to enable the India region to successfully win the regional participation comparison until 23rd February 2024, I have assigned our senior trader Chandra Shekhar will assist in confirming the entry and exit timing of stocks trades every day. Okay, since our establishment in India market, Petron Ventures has received strong support from all our friends. Here, on behalf of the company, I would like to express our gratitude. Okay, regarding the contest of the Asia Pacific headquarters event, the company has actually made preparations in the early stages. The company has invested a large amount of funds, manpower, and resources. At the same time, this is also a way to thank and give back to the friends who have always supported us. Hoping that everyone can continue to support us rigorously. Your support is not only support for Petron Ventures, but also for individuals. Once again, thank you all. Okay, so please, later, register with my assistant to show your kind support. Your support is greatly appreciated. Jahi! Okay, let's move on. After sharing the Wall Street quotes with everyone last time, many friends have shown great interest and asked me to share more with everyone. Because I mentioned there's a lot, right? So today, let's continue to learn some related contents. I will share 2 more quotes with everyone today. Of course, I personally think that this is not how everyone feels, but also these are actually quite practical, experienced some by our seniors, and they are a great help to us in stock trading. Over the years, although there are many changes in stock market and stock prices, industries, and specific companies, but only one thing that is constant, which is human nature. These principles applied 100 years ago, still applies today, and will still apply 100 years later. Okay, alright, let's continue with the quotes that I'm going to share. First one. Forget your purchase price. Okay, to be honest, it is impossible to forget your entry price without several years of trading experience. By several years of trading experience, I mean genuine trading experience that's come from repeated learning and taking every trade seriously. Regardless of the situation, everyone needs to understand why is this necessary. Many investors may be concerned about how much more money they have made. when the stock goes up a bit a day. On the other hand, they may feel that they have lost money when the stock price goes down, causing them to fluctuate between excitement and frustration every day. It's important to understand that before you actually sell the stocks, these profit or losses are just on paper, because the trade hasn't concluded yet. So, what should we really care about? Should we care if the company fundamentals have changed? Or should we care if the price movement of the technical chart has truly declined? What we really need to consider is whether the current stock price movement meets our criteria for continuing to hold or to sell. We should judge the strategy of employ based on our own established criteria, rather than letting daily small increase or decrease dominate our thinking. If we do so, will there be time for us to reflect or to learn? So friends, it's hard for people to change their nature. So try to forget your purchase price. This way, you can focus on doing the right things at the right time. Okay, the next quote I'm going to share. The market is never wrong, but investors' own ideas are often wrong. When it comes to this, when investors are not doing well in trading, okay, not everyone is always successful, okay? They often complain or blame about the market being abnormal, saying things like, how could the market rise or fall like this? The market trend is completely unreasonable, and so on and so forth. I believe those who have been trading for a while might have heard similar phrases from your friends, or you hear it from somewhere else. In fact, the market is just a market. It behaves the way it does regardlessly of whether you are involved or not. Okay, if you trade or not, it doesn't matter. It still go that way. The larger the scope of the market and the more investors participate, the more representative it becomes. No matter how the market prices behave, it's the collective result of all participants in the market. So the market is never wrong, and it's often our ideas that are wrong. Many famous experts on Wall Street also often stumble on this rule. Once they make a certain prediction, their reputation becomes more important than anything. They believe a stock should rise, but if it doesn't, the conclusion is naturally that the market is wrong. That the market hasn't recognized the value of this stock. The result is that these experts, one by one, fall from their thrones. There are many such stories, and I have heard many of them. As a smarter person it is, the more likely they are being self-righteous. Their decisions in life are usually correct most of the time. They are very proud. Some may start off wrong, but ultimately prove themselves right. However, in the stock market industry, perhaps they may indeed be proven right in the end, but before the market validates their correctness, they have already been taught a lesson. Don't be self-litigious. Don't be vain. Decide on your course of action based on the information the market provides you, and strictly execute them or follow them. That is the path to a long-term survival in the stock market. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. Today we're going to talk about stock analysis. Okay, we start off with Saregama. Okay, before that, I'd like to remind everyone that regardless of whether the stock prices goes up or down, as long as the stock that recommended by us, we will continue to monitor it for everyone. Petron Ventures have been serving the Indian market with a responsible attitude towards all our members. We track all recommended stocks until they are sold. Thanks to our members' support and trust, we have earned widespread support. Thank you once again. Okay, let's proceed with Saregama. Okay, let's take a look at the Saregama. This is the weekly chart. First of all, in the past 2 trading days, okay, while the index has been accelerating upwards, this stock has not followed the index, which has puzzled some friends. First of all, it's important to note that not all stocks will rise or fall with the index. Each stock has its own rhythm, and it's even possible that the main funds in certain stocks may not want the stocks to rise at certain times they consider special. From the look of this stock, since the breaking through the downline trend, the stock price has entered a oscillation mode. Usually, this kind of pattern is called accumulation pattern, which means that the amount of circulating shares accumulated by the main funds has not yet reached their demand. Through long periods of small fluctuations, some individuals, investors, or other investors automatically sell their stocks in their hands in order to buy more. And this company is indeed a good company, which I have shared with everyone before. Okay, so looking at this chart, the weekly chart, the stock has been oscillating for 4 weeks. And we should note that the fast and slow line of the MACD indicator are about to have a bullish crossover. Okay, you can see over here, a bullish crossover might have, okay. And once this indicator crosses, everyone knows what it will happen. Okay, so it definitely means an uptrend. So everyone please be patient and hold this stock for the new uptrend movement. Okay, let's move on to the next stock. Okay, the next stock will be Adani. We continue with the stock Adani, which we just bought on Friday. Basic fundamentals have already been shared with everyone, and the 3 most noteworthy points about this stock are, okay, for point number 1, it's an internationally owned company by Goldman Sachs, in a major shareholder of the company. Okay, and there are also other well-known companies. Even as of the September quarter this year, the mutual funds holding have increased from 1.18% to 1.39%. It's worth noting that both Goldman Sachs and the mutual funds are leading organizations in the market. If they both have a positive outlook on this company, Isn't it a good sign? Alright? Okay, for point number 2, from a technical perspective, the stock price has been above the previous high for 2 consecutive weeks, which can be considered as an effective breakthrough. With such a breakthrough, the potential for future gains can be more optimistic. Okay, for point number 3, if you observe carefully, you will notice the weekly MACD indicator has shown a bullish crossover, which I just mentioned just now. Okay, which is here, a crossover, with the fast lines crossing above the slow line. Of course, the only imperfect aspect is that the increase in candlestick accumulation. This week is not large enough. When we bought it on Friday, our actual purchase cost was actually very low, which gave us a considerable advantage in our holding costs. Since the current upward trend is holding up very well, we will continue to hold it and let our profit runs. Okay, next stock we'll be talking about Star Health. Okay, let's take a look at Star Health. The performance of the stock has not been good this week, as shown on the weekly candlestick chart. However, the support at the bottom, okay, which you learned before, the support line, is very clear at the moment. The price is fluctuating at a low level, indicating the continued construction of a bottom area. The company operating conditions are good, and there haven't been any negative factors. The current situation is obviously a downward pressure from the main funds. As for why this pressure is happening, I will not repeat why, okay? What can be clearly told is that the support line on the chart has been in place for about a year and a half. We all know that the longer the support is formed, the greater its support strength tends to be. So for this stock, holding patiently, okay, guys, this one I will advise you all guys to hold patiently because it's potential to go up. Okay, let's move on. Okay, for the next stock will be Kota Bank. Okay, as for Kota Bank, let's take a look. The company has a strong ability to sustain stable profits, and its net profit has been steadily increasing over the past few years. Within this week, the stock has shown a trend of oscillating upwards, and the weekly candlestick chart closed as a doji. From the weekly candlestick chart, it can be seen as a breakthrough for this week. Okay, breakthrough over here. Although the breakthrough candlestick is not very strong, okay, it's a small one, but it's still a breakthrough. Furthermore, the current stock price is near the middle line of the large oscillation. So this type of upward breakthrough will be more real and effective. Additionally, we can notice that the MACD indicator at the weekly level, okay, which is below here, has formed a bullish crossover, as the MACD indicator have shared a lot of content about it before. Okay, we have shared a lot. And I believe that everyone should be clear about what a bullish crossover represents. However, although this crossover formed below the zero line, it still represents an upward movement or rebound. Okay. Moreover, the current MACD indicator bullish crossover is a weekly level, and the upward momentum is far stronger than the rebound momentum, which at the daily level. The strategy for this stock, as for now, is to hold. Okay, also hold for this stock and wait for the rise. Okay, friends. So today our live sharing class will actually end here. Thank you very much for your strong support and attending my class. Our next class will be on Tuesday, 19 December 2023, 8 p.m. I hope to see everyone here again. And thank you once again for your support, and good night.